VA department features student work in its fall exhibition. Hello and welcome to KEHS. I'm Nathan Kalman.
And I'm Preston Gorski. Thanks for joining us on this edition of KnightVision News.
Visual arts students have been working hard all semester for a chance at an award at the Fall Visual Arts Exhibition this past Wednesday. Let's hear from reporter Daria Massey for more on the story.
On Wednesday, November 30th, visual arts students' work was displayed around the school for the student body and their parents to see.
So in visual arts, we have painting, we have drawing, we have mixed media, sculpture, ceramics, we have photography, beginning and advanced levels. We have beginning and advanced levels of most of those classes I mentioned.
Students' works were judged by professional artists. Some were given awards for their outstanding pieces.
So the photos that are displayed in the gallery in the USC, those were chosen by independent judges. So there are two judges. One judges the photo stuff, and then the other judges the studio arts. And so the categories are first, second, third, and 4 honorable mentions for 2D categories, 3D categories, and then photography categories.
It's called Messy Dresser. I use wooden dowels and Elmer's glue, and I just measured out what I'm gonna be doing, and I stuck them together, and I made the drawers move by putting things under it and cutting it out and making measurements.
The rest of the work that the students produce throughout the semester, hangs in the B building and the atrium, in the first and second floor hallways.
Congratulations to the students whose artwork was recognized, and make sure to stop and look around campus for the visual arts pieces. I'm Daria Massey, back to you in the studio.
Congratulations to all the artists on a fantastic display of talent. ETV has been working hard all semester to put together their annual fall show. Hundreds of hours have gone into making short films, animations, and documentaries that our students are eager to show off. Giving us a closer look at the minds behind ETV is reporter Chase Hutchins.
The ETV students have been preparing all semester long for their upcoming film showcase. We asked producer and director Mr. Milani about his thoughts on the upcoming show.
I think it went pretty well. I think the student body really responded well to a lot of the pieces. Had a lot of teachers mention how much they enjoyed the pieces. Had a lot of teachers say it was one of the best ones they've seen, so I think it went pretty well. I think the obstacles the ETV crew faces this semester is pretty much the same every semester, which is trying to manage all the things that they're doing outside of the course and outside of the crew and the projects that they're running with life, like sports and other commitments outside of school, and trying to make sure that their projects kind of live up to the standard that they all have and I have for their work. But that said, I think they were able to meet that by the end, and the projects all turned out. I think we're pretty happy with how they all turned out. I'm interested and eager to see what crazy ideas the crew's going to come up with next.
I think it went really, really good. I think there were a lot of good projects, especially the animators. They did a really, really, really good job this year. Everyone put in so much work, and I'm really proud of everything that came out of it. I am. There's a lot of projects flying in the air right now. Everyone has lots of ideas. We're writing them all down, and I think it's going to be an amazing show.
Thank you, ETV, for an amazing showcase. We look forward to next semesters. Signing off one last time from KEHS News, I'm Chase Hutchins. Standout Knights.
Their work is truly outstanding. If you didn't get a chance to see the show on Monday in the Underwood, it was phenomenal. Episcopal dancers have been hard at work preparing for the fall dance recital Kinetic. Reporter Marisol Hess took a closer look at all the hard work that went into the making of the show.
This weekend in the Underwood Theater, Episcopal dancers worked hard to put a beautiful production together with many genres of dance. I reached out to some of the dancers within the production to hear a little bit more about the pieces they were in.
I was in Houston now. Everyone's probably doing the second one with Izzy. because that one got the most cheers. I really love that one. It's a lot of fun.
So I was in Fever and Illusions Within. Fever was choreographed by Miss Pfeiffer, and it was a very sassy jazz dance, and we wore red gloves, so it was really fun. And then Illusions Within was a contemporary dance, and we wore black leggings and a black dance socks, and it was really fun.
45 Episcopal dancers spanning all grades performed 10 pieces. Each dance covered a different genre. Some of them, like the fun, sassy dance Bang, were more of a pop style, with others being more lyrical. My personal favorite was a jazz number called Google Me. I'm Marisol Hess, back to the studio.
Thank you for that report, Marisol.
Grandparents had an amazing time seeing their grandchildren at EHS during a special chapel in their honor, followed by a first-class luncheon in Scurlock. Reporter Pierce Barano has more on the story.
Parents' Day recently happened here at EHS, and I got a chance to interview faculty and students about how it went.
Parents offer a multi-generational perspective and are a big part of any family unit. And as we educate the whole person at Episcopal High School, that includes parents, grandparents, and the whole network of support that work to help make students whole.
It felt like we had multiple generations of EHS people here, because my mom was here, and then because she went to EHS, and so then my grandma was here, and it was really nice. It meant a lot to me to have my whole family here for this very special day.
Well, it was a chapel service, so there was a homily in scripture that I was working with. So whenever I think about a message in that context, you always start with the scripture. But the engagement with scripture is always meeting the text where we are. So in addition to the text, I was just trying to think about how does the mission of Episcopal High School and the things that make us distinct, how do they play and interact with that text and with the people present, including the grandparents. So, I told a story about my own grandfather and my relationship with him and how important that was, and how faith is, ultimately relational, which is how I use the scriptural readings to think about how, when as Christians we think about God being in relationship with us through a person and through people, and it's through those types of transformational relationships that the best kind of education happens. But those can happen in any relationships, but I think grandparents provide a real special opportunity for that kind of transformational relationship.
KEHS News, I'm Pierce Barano. Standout Knights.
During the Christmas break, many people take time off of work or school to celebrate the holidays with their loved ones. Reporter Faya Seraphim surveyed the campus to see what members of the community will be doing this holiday season.
Hey everyone, this is Faya Seraphim, and today we'll be interviewing different faculty members and students on what they will be doing over the wonderful and long Christmas break.
Christmas break mostly consists of basketball tournaments and practice and stuff like that. Also, I'll be going to Florida, visit my family, celebrate Christmas and open up gifts and stuff like that.
Now, Christmas break, that's a great time of year, one of my favorite times of the year, because it's really about family and just kind of, we run at such a fast pace that this is a chance for us to take a step back and just be with the people we love and just kind of sit back, eat well, enjoy our time together, and watch some football.
Again, I'm Faya Seraphim, and back to you in the studio.
Well, that's all we have this week on KnightVision News. I'm Nathan Kalman.
And I'm Preston Gorski. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us.
And go Knights!